All right, let's begin the video on moving your data and files from an old 2017 iPad Pro to a 2021 iPad Pro with the M1 chip, 1 terabyte, 5th generation. Can I go on? Of course I can. It's an amazing state-of-the-art new chipset powerhouse in regards to where we've come from. But I'm not going to say, smack around the 2017 because I've had this one for quite a while. And it's a beautiful iPad. I got it renewed and stuff from Apple, which you can take a look at this link on how to, if anything goes wrong with your iPad, how to get a brand new one sent from them. But this iPad, I can't say enough for. I've kept it this long, from 2017 to 2021, which I just got my iPad Pro today to upgrade for various reasons, which I'll share in this video. This is a very simple process that we're going to dig into. And let's begin essentially on how to do that, because how we're going to do it is my way versus the Apple's way of using iCloud. So essentially, you have your old iPad. You have to have them both turned on. Here's my beautiful baby. And you have the new one. And it begins with the hello and a whole bunch of different languages and whatnot. And we're going to go in here and bring it on. And you should have Bluetooth on first, just to say, and on this one, so things can go well, and link to your your Wi-Fi network. And let's go. And that's primary. And make sure that they're both charged. As soon as I received my iPad, see, there it is, it's given an alert. Just by having your iPad, your old one, right next to your new one, it senses it. It's an amazing technology, like mind-blowing stuff. And but there's some things that you will want to do. Number one, or consider at least, cleaning up your old iPad first so the data that's being moved over is less. You can do this by going into your iCloud and uploading to it and backing up to the iCloud and plug it in, back it up to your computer. Major stuff that you'll want to do so that it'll go better. I've transferred big files. It's okay. I didn't do much cleaning. I don't use iCloud. I don't like their photo editing. Or photo album organizer. I don't like the pay. I just use Google, Google Apps, Google Drive, and I upload everything to that and organize. And I use Adobe Lightroom for the organization of my photos and videos on my computer and in sync with things. So that's a whole different video, which I'll cover in future videos. But again, if you get anything out of this video, please remember to subscribe and leave any comments below if you have any questions after this video, because I love to answer questions and to help with technology and to go through it. So let's begin the process now that you made sure that Bluetooth is on your device, and it'll stop you if it isn't. So even if you hit that wall or not, it'll have to remind you in regards to that. So let's go and start on your new one. This is the new, boom, amazing, an older one. And if you want to look into the settings and go into your about to find out what version you got, you can tap on the model and it'll switch to, this one is an A1701, A1701, 256 gig, 2nd generation, and this is 5th generation M1, 12.9 inch, 21 inch. So let's begin this. So we got, here it is, your country. I'm in Canada. Oh, Canada, on guard we stand for thee. You probably haven't heard that one in a while. So here we go. Bring it close to it, and here it is. So, you can do this with the iPhone. I'll put if you have an iPhone also, you can do this, any Apple product. And if it is anything later than iOS 11 or later and has Bluetooth turned on, that's very important, you can also set this iPad up manually. You can also set this up, but I'm going to go continue, and I'm going to see if it sees it and see how fast it goes. Oh, look at that. It looks like something from Tony Stark, doesn't it? Okay, hold your new iPad up to the camera. Okay, so to authenticate, waiting for other iPad. Position this image in the frame of your other iPad. So you take this, you come over this crazy Tony Stark looking data stuff, right here it is, and boom, it gets it. So it's linked from that. That's the craziest looking QR code you've ever seen, ever. Enter passcode of your other iPad. Okay, so we're going to go to this, and we're going to go. Okay, it may take a few minutes to activate your iPad, which is cool. This is cool, guys. Like it's so amazing. You know, and some of the things are, why am I doing this? Why did I choose to migrate to the M1? And by the way, the M2 is out right now. This is actually 2023. And I've decided not to go with the M2 for certain reasons, which I'll share in a second. Why? Because, oh, let me just tell you, it's not, the speed bump is not as great for the transfer speeds. And this thing does amazing 4K, which I work with a lot of devices like from, you know, DJI Mini 3 Pro drone to DJI Osmo Pocket to even really high-end Sony A7 IV mirrorless camera, which I've decked out. Look at that blinged, right? And all this footage needs to be edited on multiple timelines really fast. This M1 is the one to go for. The M2, I'm going to extend. Go on YouTube. You'll find out the speed is not that great. And I saved myself $1,300 by going with this M1 over the M2 as a New Year gift for me for content creation, because that's what it's all about if you love content creating like myself. So this says now, it's a Face ID we got to set up. iPad can recognize this unique three-dimensional features of your face to unlock it automatically. So if you want to do that, you can continue and you can stare at it and go back and forth and whatnot. I'm going to set it up later, because I want to get through this for you guys so that you can see what's going on here. So transfer data from Jem's iPad Pro, this old one, the old 2017. I almost feel bad calling it old because I love you, baby, still. She's still going to stick around. I'm not even going to sell it, because when they try to say, buy the new one and send in your old one and you'll get a certain amount of money, it never gives you the amount of money that it's worth. So, I mean, I love Apple and their support's good, but I'm keeping this one, definitely, for various reasons and whatnot. If you're moving Jem's iPad Pro, you can transfer all of his data and directly to this iPad. Keep your other iPad nearby, close by, to the power until this transfer is completed, about an hour and 15 minutes. That's why I charge. This is at 83%, this is at 100%. Oh, and by the way, these guys are both, well, this one's Lightning and this one's USB-C. USB-C is the fast charger. The M2 is Thunderbolt, which, if like you're like myself and you want to work with external drives and stuff, like like the Samsung, which I'll put a link in below, super fast, 2 terabyte SSD, and it's USB-C, so it goes quick. It just links into here, super fast, and you'll be lightning, you know, direct, real time. Here, let's just start this. Continue. Agree, my firstborn. You know, who reads these things? I usually copy paste them. Make sure to read them. I just want to really say that. Settings, appearance, apps, and data transfer. I'm going to say continue. Just take it all. Siri, I don't want Siri on right now. Set up later. iPad, I share. I want Apple to learn things. Share with that. I want to share with app developers too, because it helps us as Apple owners, right? And of course, we want the 16.2 iPad OS. That's the thing that we're going to do a lot of tutorials on and learn about, because it is like the amazing upgrade for doing a lot of things. Okay, let's see. Did it go? Go. Again, terms and conditions. Yes. Good. Awesome. Steve Jobs is happy with what I'm doing right now. So it's going to update. It's looking through I might even ask for Wi-Fi. Oh no, it sucked probably the Wi-Fi in already. It already looked at the old Wi-Fi, grabbed the Wi-Fi, and made this all updated with the Wi-Fi in your home network. It's pretty amazing. And so you didn't have to go in your passwords and set that up first. It's actually looking online, and it's about 15 minutes remaining downloading. So that's good. So what else can I tell you? So I run an internet marketing agency. I do a lot of photo and video editing real time. And I like to sit out, you know, in my recliner. And I like to, instead of sitting at the computer all the time, it's better ergonomics somewhat, but I like to do that and use my pen, my Apple Pen, which, and then I can video edit in LumaFusion. This is LumaFusion right here. This is an amazing application. I'm not funded to talk about them, but it's it's one of the high-end video editing applications for Apple, for your iOS mobile device, which is fantastic. You can add LUTs and all this fun stuff. But recently, it just came out, it's the big news in the video editing arena and content creation arena, that there's now a new DaVinci Resolve app. I think it's in the realm of 60 or 70 bucks. Check this out right here. It is the thing, and you can do node-based video editing, color correction and things, sync the files with your files on your computer. Again, if you're a real professional, you always start somewhat on your computer, but you can get a lot of amazing things done with your iPad now. And that's why I went with the bigger screen, so I had more real estate to work with the node-based video editing DaVinci Resolve. That's one of the reasons I really went for that. But I also stuck with the M1 because I didn't care about the M2 new pencil, the next generation, one that has a hover feature where you can see where you are before you touch the screen. I don't really care about that because I'm not an illustrator exactly. So anyway, those are just some of the points that I've made. Let's let this run and then see where this goes. And it says 8 minutes remaining alone for this iOS. So let's get through this video and we'll continue talking. Okay, you'll see a quick verification and then all of a sudden it goes black. So I guess it's gonna restart as soon as the iOS is updated and it begins again. Now, a whole bunch of other stuff's going to be installing. So there's about 2 or 3 restarts that it'll automatically do. You don't have to set anything, touch anything. Just let it do its thing and it'll instruct you when you have something to do. So let's let this continue to install and to reset again after saying bonjour. Okay, so it just reset again and it's starting up again. So let's go ahead and enter the passcode, my passcode. It's the same one as that one, by the way. Woo! And, oh, so I guess the install prior was just the iOS and now it's like the actual data. So these will just go. I left a lot of 4K on here. Oh well, I have LumaFusion and I was doing a project and I haven't fully set it up to YouTube. On my hometown, doing a little drone flyover. Anyway, just fun stuff, right? Creative. But there's going to be a fair amount of time, but everything's charged 77%, 100%, still 100%. Love it. Doesn't even phase it. Power, amazing. Anyway, I can't wait to share with you a bunch of peripherals and things that I use with my iPad. I just want to let you know, I did get the new iPad pen because this is a second generation. The older one, 2017, uses the first generation pens, and it has the silver stripe. That's what you know, and it's smooth, which is really beautiful and all. But the new one is more like a, it has that little texture on it like this, a little octagon-y sort of thing. And I did get my thing because I got this from Apple actually. And they put your little name or some sort of icon. So I went Gem Web and peace sign alien, because I'm an alien. Anyway, so that's what works with the iPad 2, and I believe it's magnetic on the side and all that fun stuff. But I'll share with you some more videos in the future with regards to the kind of peripherals that I use for doing the editing and stuff like that. Let's continue and watch what this does. So it's saying about an hour. So let's let it go. We're in the 1 minute timeline. It actually went a lot faster. It said like 20 minutes. And then it was like within like 10. So it's pretty speedy actually. I guess it's probably got something to do with your router. If you have a gigabit router, these are all things. It's a totally different thing in your household, how close the router is and Bluetooth and whatnot. So transfer complete. Let's continue. And now erase this iPad. Erasing this iPad will remove all your personal data so this iPad can be safely traded or given away. And that's 194. No, I don't want to. I want to not now. Save that. This is my baby. Now, this one, I guess, takes another time to install everything. So I guess it's just updating and whatnot at this point. It has to do that again, but it's preparing everything to load for the first time. But let's see how in sync everything is. I'm really curious if I can open up LumaFusion. And since I'm going to show you, I might as well show you here my apps. These are the kind of apps that I have. Like LumaFusion is my main one. YouTube, I do YouTube Studio. Filmic Pro is like what's recording right now on my iPhone 12 Pro, straight down on a C-stand. It's amazing. Actually, let me see. Yes. And it's absolutely amazing. And clips and this. These are just all different video editing apps. So let's see now. Oh boy, let's check this out. So I'm going to turn this one off, 2017, and go through this. So let's go. Let's go through the process. Okay. Restore complete. Look at that. That's a really good shot. Woo! Continue. Face ID. Okay, I'll set this up later. And now we got to enter in our password. Everyone knows what their password is. Come on, man. If you don't know your password. And now we just take that code and go good old boop, 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 doop, doop, doop. And there we go. Let's see. Should work. La. iCloud. Don't use iCloud. I'm not into it. Again, though, it is helpful. If you're a power user, I really don't like the iPhoto gallery. It doesn't organize very well. It sucks. So I like Google Photos and pay for that terabyte and whatnot versus iCloud. I mean, 6 of one, half a dozen of the of the other, right? Like it's like you can use your Amazon Prime. It backs up photos and videos. Also, you just put the Amazon Prime app on your apps, and it'll go and back things up. You can use the Google Drive, which has a free amount of like gigs, like 15 gigs right off the hop. Set up later. I don't care about the Apple Pay on my big boy here, and get started. So let's see what's going on here. Home notifications. It looks like things are updating for this app in the background. So everything's waiting here. Let's see. Device added to your account. An iPad now has access to iMessage, FaceTime. If you don't want, yeah, that's great because, you know, when people text you, it comes up on your tablet. That's the amazing thing about iPads. I love it, actually, versus WhatsApp. I don't like WhatsApp. Sorry, Facebook, taking all my data. I like this, actually. So things are going. So as you see, apps are now updating through, updating. So you just have to let it go through its process. So it's now updating the apps based on the most recent iOS 16 point whatever, and you should do this regularly because then it'll be optimized for your M1. And that's basically it. Yeah, but please remember to subscribe and leave the comments below because I love, communicating with my audience. If you have any questions on the iPad or hitting walls sort of thing, just let me know. I'm here to help. Other than that, enjoy your content creation machine.